Okay, welcome after the lunch break, and we want to bring you some activities after this nice lunch we had, and some exercises, some examples of how we work with meaning.
Yeah, but first of all, because I know we have eaten a lot, now all the blood is in the stomach, it's quite warm here, some people up here, you can lean back, look at us, but this is not what we want.
We want to involve you,
yes.
And if I say we, then I mean my partner Willmann, Roland Trescher,
and Dorothea Anzinger. That's three. Yeah, we are a team actually. So
I would like to start with a little activity. Have you ever been on a horse race? Just raise your hand who has been on a horse race.
Oh, do you know what a horse race is? Hey.
Good. So let's say we're at a horse race. So just put your hands on your legs.
Try to imitate the horse.
Lift up a little bit your behind. My turn.
World, and we improvise. And we all started about more than 20 years ago to improv shows and brought improv ideas to the business world, and that's how we met again actually after years of working not solo but in different ways, and that's how I'm completely exhausted.
You haven't been on a race for a long time, right?
I did watch too many races, I should have done them myself.
Watching, that's the point.
That's the point.
Doing is better than
Doing
watching.
is better than watching. So what we do is in our work we apply improv, the ideas of improv in our business trainings. So we call ourselves Applied Improv Team. So what else is to
That's a
say?
nice name. What else is to say? You know what improvising is, right?
Who of you did ever improvise?
Nobody. Who is always working with a plan?
Has the plan worked out? Do the plans work out?
How long does it take that the first thing is going wrong or aside? So I know that improvisation is one skill that all of you will have in your normal life.
But what has it to do with meaning and work? That's what we're here for.
Exactly.
So we will elaborate a little bit on this. We want to start with a simple improv activity we're doing here on the stage for you. And we just want to ask you to watch carefully how we do it. And because we have some questions after that. We start with a little, how I call it, freeze tag or stop game. It's simple, the idea is simple. We start with the scene, someone shouts stop or freeze from the outside, one of us. The scene stops and one actor being replaced by another one, we start a new one. So we'll be going.
Sounds crazy, it is crazy.
Crazy, go
just
fast,
watch.
just watch carefully and be ready for the question afterwards. So I need to start, I need a little activity which is left back home because you're here now. What activity is left home?
Baking bread.
Baking bread. So you will break bread. Breaking bread. Breaking bread. I know the business you're into. Baking bread. Baking bread, and we should just start and see what it is. Okay, have fun. Go.
I like to see you doing this.
I love it too.
Wow, that's, oh my god. You do it so nicely.
It will be a long breath.
Stop. And when the carpet is on the floor, you can walk there on your bare feet without getting a cold anymore. So this is a wonderful carpet. You see, you see, touch it once.
Yeah, I can bend. I'm sorry.
Bring it to
That's
you.
very nice. Thanks.
Slowly put it down. Slowly put it down. This is the most valuable sword I've ever seen.
I brought it back to you, sir. It's yours.
Ja, und jetzt darf ich wirklich auf die linke Wanne? Also ich darf richtig mal so?
Ja, ich hab's gesagt, also bitte.
Okay, okay, du!
This is now you're asking me to marry you? Now? Since 20 years I'm with you now. No, I'm going back to mother.
Not again. It took me such a long time to get you back away from your mother. Now,
Okay, sir, please. Please, sir, look at it. It's such a wonderful little baby, so don't say you don't like it.
Chris, thanks. I will keep it in honor. Sir.
Well, what a great gesture. I thank you very much that you put so much effort to come to my house and clean all my dishes.
Milady.
Yes. Yes. The question is for me, there was a simple improv activity, a simple improv game. And what skills we used, what attitudes we used to make this game, this structure, this way of working together meaningful, working at all. Did you see something? Did you observe something? How did you manage to do it?
How did we work together?
This is a question from us to you.
Yeah.
What? Here. Okay,
Ladies first.
Ladies
Okay.
first.
You gave the situation a meaning, which was your meaning.
Okay. Everyone gave the situation an individual meaning. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Next one.
You're playing basically with each other and giving challenges to each other.
We are playing with each other and we're challenging. Isn't it a contradiction? Playing with each other and challenging? Playing with each other? Yeah. It's not playing against each other. That's why I'm kind of focused on it. No? I can challenge you by playing against you, but I can challenge you by playing with you. Okay? Anything else?
Sorry, you were extremely observant. Even when you were turning your back in one case, you must have listened so closely.
Mm-hmm.
When would you stop?
Yeah.
Okay. Stay in contact with each other, even though we don't see it.
Yeah.
Philip?
You trust each other, that even if you change situations dramatically, you trust the others to be
How do you know?
to pick it up.
How can we
And
see?
you know each other for 3 years.
That's the reason, maybe, yeah. What do you think? How many years you gotta know each other to you can trust?
I don't know how much you, or how many years you already know each other, but
Yeah.
it's not necessary that you need to know each other for so many years.
That's an important point.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because,
What do
talking
you
about
think it needs to build up trust like we have when we play in this kind? Please.
Repeated showings of accountability.
Okay.
General, very basic level of sympathy.
basic level of
Sympathy.
sympathy. Okay.
Values that you share.
Values.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. What kind of values could that be?
Yeah.
Just a question,
Because
everybody.
you repeatedly were in each other's situation, that sort of sympathy, which is also empathy. You knew what it was like to play each of those 3 roles, so you were accounting for that.
Yeah. Okay. Good. There was.
You need
I see
self-esteem
you.
that you can handle a new situation.
Okay. Good.
I see you, yes.
All right. You're not afraid to fail.
When you
It's an
enter.
important thing. You're familiar with improv, huh?
I mean, I failed one time. Was it bad that I just one moment had that I totally missed it and spoke German? Did anyone appear? Or didn't you even realize it because I was totally into the game?
I mean, there's one important thing what you're saying is we're not afraid to fail because failing doesn't make us a failure. And that is important. So we accept to fail and then to restart again.
And even sometimes with the misunderstandings, if we have it on stage, we use it for the story. We use it for the flow.
And so these misunderstandings and failures are a kind of important source of new ways to stay open, to stay fresh, to react on a situation, to be in the moment, which is an important term in improv. Be present in the moment. This makes us flexible and creative, actually. And we decided to start with this improv principle because this makes our work meaningful, because this is a way of working together which is really satisfying. We come into a flow, we finish, we accomplish scenes, stories, evenings, and so on, and we create new things together. And this is kind of nice things. And very often when we're connected to you as an audience, it also makes sense, makes meaning for the audience. Very often we have scenes on stages, we're all still on stage doing improv shows. I got feedback about stories they feel connected to and stuff like this. So it has to do with the intuition we share with the audience. So that's the field actually we are coming from, the improv. And the next step, we want to elaborate a little bit on a concrete situation and show you some ideas how we can explore them with improv tools, so with theater tools.
And how we can apply these improv ideas into the normal business world. So what is the benefit people can have and can take out of it if they are in their situations, in their normal day life? So can you think, or can you imagine with all the stuff that you collected right now, that could be important in your daily business? That would help you in teams to work better together, or to have a better relationship with your partners, or even leadership would work in this way? Just a little question to think about.
For the next thing, I'd like to have a suggestion. Think about an everyday situation where meaning at work plays a concrete role, could play a role. Simple situation. Any idea about the everyday life where just this issue of meaning at work comes to you?
A question from us to you.
Performance feedback.
When getting up.
When you get up in the morning?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a private situation. Okay, good.
Performance feedback. Performance feedback.
A performance feedback, so that's a business context. Would you mind me taking the business context, because we don't bother you too personally, so. Performance feedback, okay. Who's part of that team in your world?
It's my leader.
Your leader, okay.
It's me and my colleague.
Okay, your leader, you and your colleague. Good! So we have a little neutral look at this scene, how this scene might happen, will that happen. So, yeah, let's go for it. Who's the leader, by the way?
By the way. We just made a choice.
Excuse me, I'm a little bit late. So,
No problem. It's working.
Take a seat, please. Sorry, we didn't think you're coming. It's not because we don't like you, but we thought you're not coming.
I told you I would come.
Yeah, but normally you're always late.
Okay, so here we are.
Morning.
Morning.
Hope we didn't disturb you.
No, I'm very happy that you're here.
Thanks for taking the time to give us the feedback.
Yeah. So, I just saw the 360-degree feedback, anonymous. Anything you want to say?
I mean,
I need to speak freely. I mean, you can tell you whatever you want. Just openly.
It was not easy.
Okay.
It's really not easy.
I only wanted to say that.
Oh, still someone coming? We missed you. Oh, she's not part of our team?
No, she's not.
Yeah.
I just want to say we need some more time actually, so we're very close to the final results. And
yeah, okay. Yes. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yes. Sure. Boss.
oh, you have a feedback?
No, it was private.
Private talk. Interesting.
No, he had something to tell me in private. It's about the 360 degree. So as I said, I'm pretty open to everything, every suggestion, so just come up with...
Just give us 4 more weeks would be great. Then we,
Sorry?
4 more weeks would be great. Just
4. 1 to 4.
Weeks.
weeks.
4.
Okay, stop.
Stop to here. Yeah, we'll never get out how this ends. What we do is now, we roll back the scene, replay the room. And all of you, we continue. Let's go on with that. And let's say this half of the room takes care of us employees, and this half of the room takes care of the
Boss.
the boss, the leader.
If you like. If you don't like the boss, maybe you switch
Yeah. So we will bring this tone a little bit more effectively forward, maybe bring more meaning into it. So let's ask for the employee team, what emotion would be useful for these two to bring more meaning into this situation? What emotion? I ask you for emotion.
Presence.
Presence. Okay, more presence. From who? One of two of us? Pardon? Okay. Presence, I mean, you're talking about the employee side now. So you want us to have more presence from here. Okay, and we'll see what happens then if we are more present. Okay, good. Let's go on.
Is everything all right? Yes.
We like being here. It's
Yeah.
really nice that you gave us time, and we're very, very, very optimistic on our 360-degree feedback.
I want to hear it now.
And no problem with us together. We can bear that.
I mean,
We are late, I know. We're really late. We're in delay, yeah. But
Sorry, but we work for you, so it's just a benefit for the company.
and the whole team is behind us. She's there because she's behind us now. She's late because she was already working on the reports for tomorrow. So,
okay.
So, please go ahead.
what did
Tell
you-
us.
Just be open.
we are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm absolutely open.
And don't worry, you can tell us anything.
Yeah.
Just be open.
Okay. This is
Freeze.
Please.
What is the change in him? What do you see? Off balance now. He's off balance. Okay. What else did you observe?
He's very defensive.
He's very defensive. Okay.
What happened?
So, what was it? What happened to you?
I mean, I've never seen people so engaged because I know what you have to do. So I can't imagine that someone is so engaged in doing what I tell them to do. I mean, I'm really surprised. Like, this is a complete new scene for me.
Okay. Good. So, that's not a surprise.
So what do you think? The side here is responsible for Rob. What do you think? What could he need in this moment to get in touch with us?
Yeah.
To be in the commanding position and say that, let me also speak.
Let me also speak.
Yeah, because it's about appraisal round.
Okay.
And
So, I
Both of
mean,
you should have opportunity to speak. And I think in this particular scene, you didn't really allow him to speak. And you could have said in his position that, okay, let's go step by step before you jump out of your chair.
so I just take it and let's see how it works, okay? You go in the leading position. Okay, good.
And we're still engaged.
We're still engaged, we're still present, right?
Okay.
What is something that you would give us in this situation if he changes in the way?
Okay, I'm pretty open. What is it about? Tell me, come on. Hey, I'm waiting. So what is it?
We just want to tell you that we need 4 more weeks.
4 more weeks.
Yes.
And you?
The same. We agree on this completely. We worked it out, yeah, because we calculate the numbers and we can double the results within 4 weeks.
You can double the results in 4 weeks.
Yes.
What about tripling? I mean, engage in it. Doubling, everybody doubles here. Do you double? Everybody doubles. Triple it. Can you do this? Is that okay? Yeah? Yeah? Is that the way you think?
It could be one of the ways, yeah.
Stop. You know, I feel the urge to leave actually when he says tripling. You know, it's not true. We double, yeah.
I feel like you don't see us. So what is the point then?
Oh, I see you.
I know.
You see her, but not me. Yeah, so that's different. I mean, a different way. Yeah.
You were sitting.
Yeah.
And I hardly can see her.
I want to have another emotion for him. I want to stick to the emotions. An emotion for him, for the leader. But the emotion could be helpful for him to steer towards
empathy. Empathy.
That sounds
I feel for empathic today. Is that okay?
something that still can help us to be confident in the situation. Courage.
Authenticity.
Authenticity.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Stop. No. No way. I don't believe you.
Sorry, we don't buy
I don't buy that.
Why don't we buy this? What do you think? Why don't we buy that? Here, we have authenticity. Huh?
Authenticity?
Yeah, please.
Authentic. Or you mean authentic empathy?
Are you an actor or are you not?
Authentic empathy.
Good. Please.
Hello. Nice to see you.
Thanks for taking time.
I mean, I have an open door policy. You can come whenever you want. I mean, I was just a little
We
bit.
know your policy. Yeah.
I mean, I was just working a little bit on the 360-degree feedback, and
Thanks for taking the time to report us back.
So we're really, frankly, we're absolutely curious. So what is the point you want to mention today?
The point that I want to mention today is that, as far as I can see from the 360-degree feedback, we need more empathy. I mean, there is a kind of mistrust. This is what my interpretation is. I mean, is there anything you feel mistrust, or you have any experience with that in your teams, peers?
It's really nice that you talk about this because we had this issue on our team last week when we discussed about where to work on improve our working together, and so there was this issue on the table because we had so many changes in the team, and
and this really prevents us from being on time, honestly.
What is it? What is bothering you? I mean, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So
we need more time. I know that we promise that we deliver, but right now we have so many new things going on in the company and even in our team. We have to involve new team members. Even the person that just is sitting outside waiting for her moment to appear.
it's okay.
She needs the chance to show how she can perform. And please, in order to a good success in the Please give us more time.
Okay. You know, time is one of those things.
You have.
Thank you. After here. It's a nice way to deal with emotions, and this we call it emotional roller coaster because we put in emotions into the different characters of the scene and see how the scene changes. And you saw the impulses we had being in the scene right away, if it's authentic or not. You know, if you urge to go or to stay there, it's really you say that it's there. Yeah, you can feel it right away. So we have another thing for you to work on.
Just taking the time. 5 minutes left.
5 minutes left. Okay.
We would like to involve you a little bit more. We would like to play a scene that is more like a directing scene. And I would love to have a topic that is something that you normally never talk in business about.
Toenails.
Toenails. Toenails. Toenails. It's a toenail. Toenails.
You said toenails.
Okay, toenail. That's a challenge. Just for the fun part of this performance, how can toenails affect your relationship to your boss, to the leader? What could happen? What could be the situation? Where is the point where your toenails affect the relationship to your boss?
Maybe if you live in a really warm town.
If you live in, yeah, and you go with slippers. Okay, set up on the beach with slippers. The discussion between leader and his employee, what is it about?
That you really need to take better care of your toenails.
Wonderful. I love that. That's your setup.
What was it?
Please take better care of your toenails because with these toenails it's a little bit, you know, stressy to go to partners, to go on the outside, to be a good...
And the location is?
Beach.
On the beach.
Beach.
Nice company, I work.
And this side of the audience is responsible for Roland. This side of the audience is responsible for Ralph. And
Okay.
I work a little bit like a director, and I'm going to ask you, what does he need with emotions, with behavior, what could he say to make this situation a good situation in terms of a good leadership situation? Is this a good, adequate setup where he can solve the problem, okay? And maybe even you find a way to implement a little bit of meaning in the situation. Why is it so important to fix this whole toenail stuff? Okay? Go ahead,
Good
please.
question. Morning.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
It's so great that we do this trip with the whole company here to the beach. It's really good.
Stop, 1 moment. Who's the leader? Right. Thanks. Go ahead.
Authentic.
I hope the room is really nice. It's beautiful. I have a nice view on the sea. It's beautiful. Breakfast was great. Cool.
Do you have been lately in a public bathroom somewhere?
You mean in a spa or something?
Just asking, because I see the toenails.
Oh,
That looks a little bit
yeah,
kind of weird.
My wife tells me the same all the time. You know, I'm so busy with the project now. I don't have the time. I really don't have the time.
Okay, stop. Help Roland to connect with his leader. What could he do?
Cut his toenails.
Right now? Okay. A suggestion.
No, I got this on the reception.
Okay.
Stop! What can Rolf do to take the challenge? What can he do?
I think they're in a spa situation. They have like facilities where to
move over there. Okay? Tell him to move to another situation, to another facility.
Okay, listen, I mean, here are a lot of people around, and we invited as well some clients. If it might be possible, can you do this somewhere else?
For sure, yeah. Yeah, cool.
I mean, somewhere where no one can see you.
You're in my room or so?
Oh yeah, a wonderful idea! That would be a great idea, your room, yeah. Yeah.
I know what you mean, it's not appropriate.
Stop! Give Roland something that helps him to deal with the situation. That he doesn't feel bad, that he doesn't feel like, oh I made a mistake.
Humor. Humor.
Humor!
Can I do yours at the same time?
Humor! That fits to humor! Wonderful!
So if you got some time, come with me. No, I'm just kidding. No, when does our meeting start?
In exactly 3 minutes.
Stop! What is Rolf really telling him? What does he want that he understands?
He cannot participate in the meeting with these toenails.
And why?
Because they look so disgusting.
Why is it so important?
It's breaking norms.
It's breaking the norms. What can he do besides just telling it straight away to help his employee understand?
There's a German concept, works on 3 W's, but probably in English it's different. So you say, I have noticed, it seems to me that, or people might get the impression that you don't take yourself that seriously, that might come off as you don't take the work seriously, and I would wish for that you, got your...
Can you please?
Can you please That's a wonderful idea. Just, I mean, you did it so wonderful. Just why don't you come over and
You want to do sitting down or standing up?
No, it's sitting here. So you want me to go back in my room now to cut the nails? Or?
Oh, that's probably the end, so I think we're, right?
So you're planning ahead, boss?
I try to do that sometimes, yes. No, seriously, but what I've noticed when you came down there that your turns look a little worn, a little off, that they need some maintenance, maybe. At least that's what I saw. And you see, when we're in a business context here, that might come off strange to some people, because some people, they attribute characteristics to appearances, and so they might say, well, he's not taking care of himself, he might not take care of the work assigned to him. Do you see where I'm trying to go with that?
Stop! What are the thoughts in your head? Just turn and tell me.
I mean, he's talking a little bit complicated, I don't figure out. I would love him to bring it to the point.
You heard that? You can take it as an actor, and you heard, but you didn't hear, but you can take it into action right now. He would love you to come to the point and be just open and very simple.
So like, just, if you wear those shoes, could you please take a little better care of your nails?
You see, that was sorry, I never thought about it, because it was, it's all easy.
Oh, no worries.
So thank you for telling me this. I mean, no one else would have told me, so it's cool. I feel a little embarrassed now.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Thanks for taking it so long.
I take my shoes on and I'll back in 2 minutes. Is that okay?
Perfect.
Okay, thanks. Hey, cool. So that's the work we're doing, and so that's what we are convinced brings people.
By saying wind back, you can't do this even in real life. You can wind back. Yeah, you always say, sorry, just start over again. And you do it. Try it out. It'll work.
Okay, enjoy your day. See you. Thank you.